Hey everyone, happy Sunday. If you can't tell, I'm a digital artist. I don't draw traditionally much at all, but recently I had really wanted to start. So I was really excited when Arrtx reached out asking for me to try out some of their acrylic pens. This was really oddly good timing because I'm talking not even a week before I got an email from them. I was just sitting in my bed thinking, oh man, it would be so cool to have some cool markers to use in my sketchbook. So I was ecstatic when they reached out to me, I have to be so honest. They sent me a pack of their brush tip acrylic markers along with a sketchbook to try them out in. The markers come in at about $36.99 while the sketchbook is $18.99. I can't really talk on behalf of the markers considering I'm not really in the market for these sort of things very often, but the price to me seems pretty reasonable for how many markers that you're getting. I mean, anything's better than Copic prices, am I right? But for the sketchbook, I'm not really too sure. This is the first time I've used a sketchbook that costed over, at most $10 is what I usually spend on art supplies. It is a really nice sketchbook though. It's very sturdy, it has very high quality paper, so if you think that a really nice sketchbook is worth that price, then I think it's totally worth it. It's just not usually my sort of thing. However, I can just advocate that the sketchbook is very, very high quality. First off, the packaging for the markers itself is so cute. I know I'm supposed to be reviewing the product, but whenever I get a package, I'm always really pleased and happy when there's effort put into the box they're in. The pins as well are super cute, so the look of it on its own made me very excited to start drawing. They sent me one of their notebooks specifically made for their markers, which features a really cool design that makes the pages lay perfectly flat compared to a regular sketchbook that's pages may pop up while you're trying to draw. Another detail is that unlike other acrylic markers, the ones that I was using doesn't require you to press them against the table repeatedly to make the color come out. Instead, you can just shake it really well and get to work. While I don't really have an issue with it in the few times I have used that type of acrylic marker, I know some people do, so the fact that they just work like a regular marker could be a reason to get these instead. I decided to draw a cutesy little alien girl for this video. I don't know why, but it's just my brand and I can do what I want. As I said before, I rarely draw traditionally. Sure, I'll do sketches ever so often, but never anything more than that. So I'm not all too sure how to use acrylic markers outside of what I've learned by watching other artists use them. So I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone here, but we're gonna figure it out. And we did figure it out, just watch. Even then, I had a really easy time diving into using these. As someone who doesn't draw traditionally, at all, I was really impressed just by how beginner-friendly the markers were in general. I thought I would struggle a lot in trying to make a piece that looked half good considering I'm not proficient in acrylics at all, but I was pleasantly surprised when I was able to have a pretty nice finished product without really having to try hard it. On top of that, the colors are so bright and vibrant, I don't even think that my camera is doing them enough justice. When I say that these markers were incredibly beautiful the second I started drawing with them, I fully mean it. They also had really good coverage, especially and surprisingly on top of a black base too, which I will show more later into the speed paint. I do have to be honest, I was really hoping that I could make this page look very Pinterest aesthetic, acrylic marker, sketchbook inspiration type. You know what I'm talking about. If you just look that up on Pinterest, you'll see exactly what I mean by that. But, I don't think it worked out too well. I think I probably needed to, have some stickers and stationery and all sorts of little things just to put all over the page to make it really pop, but I didn't have those, clearly, so we gotta do stuff with what we have. And I made it work. And I'm proud of myself. I did it. Look at this. It's beautiful. Beautiful. The markers were really comfortable to use, and I personally thought they were a really nice size and weight when I was using them. Not to sound like a pick-me, but I have super small hands, so sometimes when things are too bulky, it drives me away from wanting to spend time using them over other products. I also have an issue when things are too thin, like I don't love the size of an Apple Pencil, so I really enjoyed what a perfect size marker they were. They didn't feel too light where you'd struggle with even line weight, nor did they feel too heavy that it would make it a bit of a pain to draw for long periods of time. I haven't used these markers for that long now, but I have done a handful of drawings after the recording I made for this video, and so far I haven't encountered any issues like running out of ink or fraying marker tips, and I was pleasantly surprised when I tested them out in my normal sketchbook with just regular paper in it. Like, this thing is from the Bethesda store. It's a Fallout themed sketchbook, so the paper can't be that good. But I was very surprised when I didn't encounter any bleeding at all. I was sort of worried that it would bleed straight through my page, but luckily there wasn't an issue with it, like whatsoever. So obviously it clearly handles itself well on other textures of paper. I've been bringing them around everywhere too, and it's been getting me back into drawing in my sketchbook, so I am very glad for that. Maybe finally these markers can encourage me to actually finish one of my sketchbooks and perhaps do a sketchbook tour in the future. When I say that I don't finish anything, it is purely because I just don't have anything to do in my sketchbooks. All I have is like a pencil, and that's boring. I love color. So don't be surprised if in the following months you see some stuff from me, okay? Come on. Get hyped about it. Get hyped about it. Show me some hype in the comments. Let's go. I sound so cringe. Oh my god. I'm not sure how good the drawing came out for it, because I feel like if I took another crack at it, I could definitely spice it up a bit more now that I know how the markers work. If I do continue to draw with them, which I really plan on doing, I'll make sure you guys see what I do. I see a lot of green alien girls in my future, so I am very excited. You guys are probably gonna see soon that I'm just gonna have page after page after page of just cute green alien girls. It's my guilty pleasure. I can't handle it, okay? Sue me. Overall, I ended up having so much fun with these markers, and I'm very thankful for Arrtx for sending me some to try out. I will definitely be using mine even more in the future, so I'm excited to see how I'll improve the more that I use them. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did and want to see more from me, please leave a like and subscribe. You can find all of the Arrtx links down below, along with all of mine. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and bye-bye.